Next one, it says Anahamvadi. Aham is I. Vadi is one who is prone to I. Prone to speaking I. Meaning, who is prone to promote himself rather than the team nor the work or the work. So when the Bhagavad Gita says a leader should be Anahamvadi, what it means is that a leader should be able to put the team in front and himself in the back. Whenever something good happens, it is the petty human mind which sometimes infects, most of the time infects us, because of which we want to claim responsibility for that something which has happened good to ourselves and arrogate to ourselves the happiness of everybody coming and congratulating us, what a wonderful work. Anahamvadi is a person who brings the team in front, takes him to the back, and in the joy and happiness of others, feels the fulfillment of being a leader. It's very easy for us to see that when we grow, we are happy. A leader, a true leader, is one who sees the happiness in others' growth. In nurturing and nourishing the team, in making the team excel oneself, one becomes a true leader. We always like people who say, you did right. You are the most wonderful person. A person like you is not there. What wonderful leadership you have given. Suppose we have somebody who comes and tells us something, what we did is right, what we did is wrong, has a dissenting opinion. Anahamvadi would be a person who would be able to objectively see it, take the best of the dissent also, and see how the team moves forward with the cumulative inputs of all, including those who criticize him. If a leader is not able to take the team along, and only is able to take those who appreciate him along, how can he be a leader? Whenever we put I and my in front, immediately the work takes a back seat. I remember a beautiful anecdote. One of the secretaries of a Chinmaya Mission Center, he wrote a letter of resignation to Gurudev Swami Chinmayanand. He said, I have been working in the mission for more than 40 years, right from the beginning, and my work has been applauded by so many, including you. But these people who have come now do not see the glory of my work. And I feel very disappointed. And I think if Gurudev makes a mention about my work to all these people, they would better appreciate me, etc., etc. And the end, he writes, since I am not being appreciated much, I think I should resign. Gurudev may please advise and guide me. Gurudev just rounded all the I's, all the mice, like how a teacher would do. And then he said, number of I's, 70. Number of mice, 55. Reduce the I by 30 and reduce the my by 25. And this is my advice. No leader can be a leader if his I is very strong. Then what is the meaning of I for a leader? The I for the leader is the team. Is a team. An individual, when he becomes a team, he is called a leader. Individual, when he becomes a team, he is called a leader. Walt Disney says something very interesting. out of his own personal experience. Walt Disney, you all know, he created the famous Disney productions which entertained millions of children around the globe. And when it was time for him to retire, he retired, became the chief advisor of the company, and the next CEO took over. And after some time, he asked that CEO, how is everything going on? How was the team? The CEO replied, all is well except for one guy. What's the matter? You know that guy who sits there with his two legs on the table and his hands on the head leaning on the chair? And whenever I come, he never even gets up, does not acknowledge the presence of me or anybody for that matter. I think we should send him off. He deserves being off from our team. Disney said, you mean that guy? You know, he was responsible for an idea for the company which gave us $100 million. And if I remember well, even at the time when he gave this idea, his legs were in the same position and his head was in the same position. A leader is somebody who can see the best in all. The worst in all stands evident. The best in all is hidden. And he is a leader who brings the hidden talents of all and brings it out. Chanakya says very beautifully, Nasti aksharam amantram. It's easy, you can understand. There is no syllable which cannot be a mantra. Nasti moolam anaushadam. There is no root which cannot be converted into a medicine. Nasti ayogya purusha. There's no person who is perfectly useless. What's difficult? Yojakas tatra durlabha. The one who can bring out, empower, and bring them for a common good. Such a person is rare. Anahamvadi, free of I and mine. Then the third value which Bhagavan Sri Krishna mentions is Dhriti Utsaha Samanvitaha. He puts them together. Dhriti Utsaha Samanvitaha. He combines them, unlike the rest. Mukta Sangraha separate. Anahamvadi separate. But Dhriti Utsaha Samanvitaha, he brings it together. Dhriti is perseverance. An ability to stay in spite of difficulties. Stay on. Utsaha is enthusiasm. He puts these things together because they are two sides of the same coin. When there is enthusiasm, there is perseverance. And when there is perseverance, you conquer the small difficulties and you become more and more enthusiastic. And therefore, enthusiasm and perseverance go together. What is the secret of enthusiasm? What is the secret of perseverance? It is something we need to look into ourselves. Human beings are wired in a particular way that they become weak when they become self-focused. All of us have got enormous strength. But the moment that strength is used only for ourselves, we become weak. We become powerless to a great extent. I'll give an example. The dog she has some, you see dog, okay, let's say the dog. And that dog, you throw a stone at her, she runs away. She runs away frightened, puts her tail underneath, puts her tail between her two legs and runs. But the same dog, when she has some puppies, try a stone. Why stone? Try a boulder. Why try you? 5 people you take and go. The dog is no more thinking of herself. The dog is thinking about her kids. It becomes a tiger. The same Mohandas who had no courage to stand in front of the judge and present his argument and sat down shivering. The same puny man, when he had a goal for the nation, did he not become Mahatma Gandhi? Where did the enthusiasm, where did the perseverance, where did the strength come? Because his goal changed from himself to the totality. A leader has a vision for the totality, is inspired about the great good which can come to the totality, and then he derives his strength from that, because the human beings are wired that way. Dhriti Utsaha Samanvita. Right? Now please remember, Sri Krishna, the whole gamut of virtues for a leader is distilling for us the most important. Mukta Sangaha, free of attachment. Anahamvadi, not prone to putting the self in front. Dhriti Utsaha Samanvitaha, inspiration and perseverance. The last value he gives, Siddhya Siddhyor Nirvikara. Nirvikara, not perturbed. Nirvikara, mind not perturbed. Siddhi, success, accomplishment. Asiddhi, failure, pain. Siddhya Siddhyor Nirvikara, a mind which is balanced in success and failure. Who will not have failure? Is not failure a process of moving forward? Is not failure required for us to correct ourselves? Is not failure required to make us strong? These successes and failures do not matter if there is a goal and we are inspired by it. Think of the Ganges. The Ganges has already chosen its goal, the ocean. And then it moves. And it moves, that's it. The goal is chosen, it moves. The small rock, it just pushes it, smoothens it. A boulder, it works at it, tears it open in time. A mountain, impossible to cross, it just goes around it. The goal is there. And a cliff, what to do? It just becomes a beautiful waterfall, still goes. If the goal is decided and we're inspired about the goal, and the goal can be inspiring only if it is for the collective good, otherwise the human mind will not be inspired well enough. It will stop somewhere in the middle. If that goal is there, naturally, you're not interested in battles won or lost. You're interested in the final war, which you have to win definitely. And that will be won. Because you have these. And these, Bhagavan Shri Krishna says, are the qualities of a great leader. Right? Number one, free of attachment. Number two, not putting the self in forward. Not putting one's self-interest in the front. Number three, inspiration and perseverance. And number four, balance in success and failure. It doesn't matter, there's a greater goal to achieve. Move ahead, Charaiveti. As the Upanishad will say, walk on. There's something great to achieve. So these are some nuggets of wisdom what you find from the Bhagavad Gita for the leader, which I thought I could share with